Now, fair conduct. Our next round draws on case. 4 happy days, I remember me. But oh, lately, how slow this old woman remains. She lingers her desires of a stepdame or a dowager, long we are not young men is very young.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Don't go straight. Stir up the thing used to marriage. Awaken the curtain legal spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth the heroes. Proclaim companions not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I will beard my sword, and one hard doing thee injury. But I will let thee and let achieve the pomp with triumph and through her.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, Aegis. What's the news again?
Full of vexation come I with complaint about my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, trifles, sweetmeats, nosegays, and messages of unharmed youth. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, once due to me, to stubborn harshness. And be it so she, before your grace, refuses to wed Demetrius. I beg of you the ancient Athenian privilege, to dispose of her either to this gentleman or to her death, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, you call her, she is a god. One that concurs your views ye, and one whom you are, but a foreign last. By whom inflicted, knowing him his power, to lead the figure, or disfigure it. Demetrius is glory gentleman.
Schools Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this one thing is kind. There must be no worthier.
I would my father reflect my eyes.
Now your eyes must be such a look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
You denied death for torture. Murder is the sign of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know your youth. Examine well your blood. Or if you yield not to your father's choice, repent your beloved of a nun.
So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin hands up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and the next new moon, the sealing day betrays my lord and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, you are prepared to die in disobedience to your father's will, or else wed Demetrius as you would. On the Diana's altar, protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, Lysander, yield thy praise title to my birthright.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love. And what is mine, my love shall render. And she is mine. And all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as well ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts indeed, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter Helena, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I heard so much. I would Demetrius thought to spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind didn't lose it. But come, Demetrius, and come to these also go along. For you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to pick the fancy to your father's will, or else the law of Athens loads you up, which by no means very sternly to death or to a valid single life. Oh, my Apollonia, what cheer, my love? You wish you could just go along and listen to me with some business and then turn nuptial and confer you on something nearer that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow.
Oh no, my love. Why is your cheek so pale? Not chance the roses there do fade so fast.
Even if I want to break, check over to them from the temples to my eyes.
I mean, for often I could ever read, could ever hear, by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Cross. Too high to be enthralled to low.
or misrapped in respective years,
Spite. Too old to be engaged to young.
or it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell! To choose love by another's eyes.
Or, if there was sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the collie night. Ere a man hath the power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour up. Oh, how quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands in the edict and destiny. Let us teach our child patience, as it is a customary cross. As true lovers, thoughts, and dreams, and sighs, and wishes, and tears, born fancies followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance of the morn of May. There will I stay with thee.
I could Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which liveth souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, whom the false Trojan under sail had seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, and number more than ever women spoke. That same place thou hast appointed me tomorrow, truly will I meet with thee.
He promised love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Oh, you mean fair? That fair I cannot say. Demetrius loves your fair, oh happy fair. Your eyes are both stars and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than water to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching, over favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. With a robe mine, Demetrius being mated, the rest I would give to be you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art to sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers would such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, however, no fault of mine.
None. But your beauty. That fault were mine.
Take comfort, he shall no more see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold, her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' light doth still conceal. Through Athens' gate we have to rise to steal.
In that wood, where often you and I, upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, and seeing our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And to Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us. Good luck grant thee, thy Demetrius. Take word, Lysander. We must start our sight of love's food tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. However, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius go on you.
I'll have you some or other sum for thee, though Athens I thought as fair as she. What of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know with all that he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is made Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind in any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure unmeet haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy of love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he held down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oath prevailed. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night. Pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is my dear expense. But hearing me not to enrich my pain, have this sight hither and back again. Is all our company here?
You were best to call gently man by man according to the script.
This is a scroll of every man's name thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day and night.
First, your princess sing the patrons on, read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And Mary. Your prince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name of part I report and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who killed himself in most gallant for love.
That will add some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Hercules rarely for a part of Terracati, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gate, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make him mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the other players. This is Tyrant's vein. Hercules' vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, bellows mender.
Champion points.
You flute must play Thisbe.
What's this be? A wandering night?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. Have a fear coming.
All one, you shall play to the mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Then I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. It's me, Thisbe, and Pyramus, lover dear and lady.
No, you will play Pyramus and flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Peter Prince. You, Robin Starveling, must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Stout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snuggle Joiner. You, the lion's heart. And here I hope is a play fitted.
Have you the lines not written? If it be, pray, give it for a slow study.
You may do it extempore, there's nothing but roar.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I'll make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly that you would frighten the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Thou would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you. Right? that if you should frighten the ladies out of their wits, they'd have no discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you into any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one might see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard do I best to play it in?
Try what you will. Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, then you shall play a fair face. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come on by tomorrow night. And meet me in the palace wood, a mile above the town. There will be rehearsed, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Downstairs, we don't wander you. Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over vale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. The castles tall her pensioners be, in their gold coat spots you see, those be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their saviors. So I must go seek a dewdrop here, and hang a pearl in a cowslip's ear. Farewell, the love of spirits, for all be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here and on.
Let the king God keep his rebels here tonight. Take heed the queen, come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she is her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds beloved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide themselves there.
Either I mistake your shape and make you white, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frets the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the quern, and foolish make the breathless housewife turn, and sometimes make the drink bear no barn, misled night wanderers laughing at their harm. Those the hobgoblin called you and sweet buck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speaks the right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguiled, nay, in likeness of a lily full, and sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crabbit, when she sips against her lips, I bob, and in her river do I pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometimes her 3-foot stool mistakenly. Then slip I from her bum, down tumbles she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir holds their hips and laughs, a-waxing in their mirth and knees, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here go my mistress would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? There is Skipkins. I have forsworn his bed and his company.
Terry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing on Chomor Stilina. Why art thou here, come from the furthest step of India? But that, forsooth, that bouncing Amazon, your musket mistress, and your warrior love,
to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my prayer with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night, prepare Genia, whom he ravished, and make him, with bare ankle, break his faith with Ariadne and Antiope?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the midsummer spring met we on hill and dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or rushing brook, or in the beach margins of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy draws thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain, as revenge, hath sucked up in the sea contagious fogs, which falling o'er the land have every pelting river made so proud they have o'erborne their continents. The ox therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, the crows are fatted with the Murrian's flock, the Ninesman's morass is filled with mud, and the quaint mazes in the wanton green are, for lack of tread, indistinguishable. No night is now with him or her blessed. Therefore the moon, governess of floods, pale in her anger, watches all the land that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this temperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frost fair in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, around old Himes thin and icy crown, and odorous chaplet sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, and the childing autumn, the angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase knows not which is which. This same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg your little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spice Indian air full often has she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, which we laughed to see conceive and grow full-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and swimming gait, following, her room then which with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up that boy, and for her sake I shall not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perhaps till after Theseus' wedding day. If thou wilt patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, spare me, and I will shun their haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee!
Not for thy fairy kingdom, fairies away, which I downright the longer I stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee from this injury. My gentle pup, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly amidst muse to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I could see, but thou couldst not. Flying between the cold moon and the earth, all armed he took at a fair vessel thrown by the west, and loosened his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it may pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenching the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial motorist passed on, in maiden meditation, fancy free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and the maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this herb, the flower I showed thee once, the juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make man or woman madly dote the next thing they waking look upon. Fetch me this herb, and look thou meet me here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round and round the ear in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I will watch upon what she will sleep, and lay the liquor up in her eyes. Then, the next thing she waking looks upon, be it on wolf, or lion, or bear, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I will have her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
Love me not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander, fair Hermia? One I'll slay, never slay me. Thou hast told me they were stolen to this wood. Here am I, woe to this wood, to not meet my fair Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, follow me no more.
You draw me. You had heart impediment, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Do I not tell you in plain truth that I will not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I not love you the more? I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat on me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. Unworthy as I am to follow you, what worse are replacing a beg from your love? And yet, a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt me not the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city, commit yourself in the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of the night and ill counsel of this desert place of the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, and for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this fill that worlds of company when you and my respect are all the world. And how can you say that I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I will run to thee and hide thee in the grace, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
Run when you will, and the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, Daphne holds the chase, the dove pursues the griffin, the mild time. Makes speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed, when cowardice pursues and dazzling flies.
Not stay thy questions, let me go. For if thou dost intend to follow me, not believe I shall do thee mischief unto the wood.
Fly, in the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fly, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on our sex. We cannot fight for love as men made you. We should be wooed and not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make heaven a pile to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well then, ere he do leave this grove, and thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there, welcome wanderer?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a maid where the wild thyme goes, where the ox slips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses in the egging time. There lays the Tanya, sometime the night, clothed in these flowers with dances and delight. There the snake throws her enameled skin, wee and wide enough to wrap her there. Having once this juice, I'll streak her eyes and fill her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies shall be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on, affected with some care, as he may seem more fond upon her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me here, the first cock to crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come down, rattle and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute hence, some kill cankers in the musk rose buds, some pull with the were mice their leathern wings to make my small elves coast, and some keep off the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wanders at our quaint spirits. Sink you down to sleep, then to your offices, and let me rest.
You spotted snake with double tongue, thorny heads must be not seen. Roots and blind birds do no wrong. Come and hear our fairy queen sing in
hence. Be no sweat across from here, word nor stand to no offense. Hence away, now all is well, one loop within sentence.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love in language for his sake. Be it ounce or cadaver, hard or bore with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy clear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
For love, you faint from wandering in the wood, and to speak true, I have lost our way. Rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Midsummer. I do it then. For I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms in one trove.
Nay, Alexander. For my sake, my dear, lie further off yet, do not lie so near.
Oh, take sense, sweet of my innocence, for love takes meaning in love's confidence. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchanged in oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom need deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Alexander riddles very prettily. Now, must pursue my manners if I try to turn me and then to say Alexander lie. And then, the love and courtesy lie further off. In human honesty, such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous match for enemy. So hard it is. Good night, sweet friend. I love never always lets me like them.
Amen, amen. To that fair prayer say I. Then end life when I am loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
You have but wished to look his eyes be rest.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose I might prove this flowers force and stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wreck. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here remained, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Oh, pretty soul. She durst not lie in this lack of love, this kill courtesy. Sure, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
You will thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Charge me hence, not haunt me thus.
Oh, will thou darkly leave me? Do not so.
Stay on that peril. I have one more to know.
Oh, I am out of birth of those strong sheets. The more I'm heard, less hurts my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoever she lie. She hath less than attractive eye. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No. Not as ugly as a bear. Her beast had me be run away for fear, therefore no marvel that Demetrius do, as monsters fly my presence thus. Oh, wicked if this assembling glass of mine made me prepare to burn this spirit on. Who is here? Alexander? On the ground? Dead? or asleep. I see no blood, no wounds. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire will I, through thy sweet sake. Transparent fountain, nature shows art, and through thy bosom shows me thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish upon my sword.
Say not so. Lysander, say not so. What? Don't you love your Hermia? Lord, but no. If Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes that I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier made. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now ripe not to reason, but touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eye, where I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Therefore was I to his king mockery born. When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must fault my insufficiencies? Good trope, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. Fare thee well. Of course, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. What, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused?
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander here. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as tide heresies, avenging we, are hated most by those they do deceive. So as my serpent and my heresy, of all we hated, but most of me, and all my power, address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to put this trolling serpent from my breast! Ay, me, for pity! What a dream was here, Lysander! Look how I do quake with fear! You thought a serpent keep my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Who? Lysander? Born? What? Out of hearing? No sound, no word? Alack! Where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak! Of all loves! I swoon almost in fear! No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
And here's a marvelous, convenient spot for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. The platform will break our tiring house, and we will do it in action. We will do it before the do.
Peter quits.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There appears the comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus would draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. What say you that?
By your Larkin, a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the thing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue, and when the prologue seems to say we will do no harm with our souls, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Will not the ladies be of fear of the lion?
I fear it. I promise you.
Masters, we are concerned ourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there's not more fearful, wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must help. He is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and tap his face with
the lion's neck.
He must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect. Ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or request you, or entreat you, not to worry, not to tremble my life for yours. For you think I come hither as a lion, or a pity on my life? No, I am no such thing. I'm a man as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name, tell them plainly he is snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be, but there is two hard things, that is, to bring moonlight into the chamber, or Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moon.
Doth not the moon shine like we play our clay?
A calendar! Look in the almanac, find that moonshine! Find that moonshine!
Yes, it does shine that night.
Woo! Why then may leave a casement at the great chamber window we play open, and the moon can shine in at the casement?
Aye, or else one must come with bush of thorn and lanthorn and say that he comes to disfigure or present the person of moonshine. There is another thing, though. We must have a wall in the great chamber, or as the story says, Pyramus and Thisbe talk through the chamber wall.
You do not bring in a wall. What say you, madam?
Some man or other must present wall. And then have some rough cast about it, or some loam, or some plaster to signify wall. And let him hold his fingers thus, and through the grain can Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
That is possible, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What heaven homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A blade toward? I'll be an auditor, an actual, true perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus, Thisbe stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers with odious savors.
Odors!
Odor, savors, sweet. So hath thy breath, dearest Thisbe, dear. But hark, a voice? Stay but here a while, and by and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than airplane here.
What's I speaking of?
I marry must you. You must understand that he is gone but to see a noise he heard and is to come again.
O most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, and as true as horse that yet would never tire. I shall meet thee, Pyramus, at any soon.
Minus is two, man, and you mustn't say that part yet, for you answer to Pyramus. You must say it all at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is cast, it is never tire.
Oh, as true as horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I would only thine.
Oh, monstrous, so strange. We are haunted masters, prey masters, please help! I'll follow you! I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless stare, sometime a fire. And bark and grunt and roar and burn like horse hound after fire temperature.
Why do they run away? It is a knavery of them to make me appear.
Oh, father, what do I see on thee? Thou art changed.
Who do you see? You see an ass of your own, do you? I see their knavery. They're to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. Do what they can. I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing to show them I'm not afraid.
The owl cock so black of hue with horns tawny bill. The throttle with his notes so the random little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finches fair around the lark that cleans on cock the gray. No full many never cock dares not answer. What says what is so foolish? A bird? Who would tell a bird a lie? Though we cry cock never so.
Pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. Thy fair virtue's force, for force thou fills me on first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, There should be little reason for that. But to say the truth, love and reason share little company nowadays. The more the merrier, some good honest tears to make them friends. I didn't think that occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so naive. If I had enough wit to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common race. The summer still doth attend upon my space, and I do love thee. Therefore, go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mustard seed.
Hey, and I.
Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Pomp in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees. And for night tapers crop their waxing thighs, to light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
I beseech your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your good name.
Papa.
I shall desire you a more acquaintance with Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, I shall.
Peace blossom.
Commend me to Mr. Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. Good Master Peas Blossom, I shall desire you more acquaintance too. Your name, good sir.
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a family of your house. To say the truth, your kindred made my eyes water here now. I shall desire you more acquaintance too, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait on him and lead him to my bower. Tie my left song and bring him savagely.
I wonder if the time he awaited, then, what it was that next came in her eye which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit, what night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a group of patches, rude mechanicals that worked for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort who, peerless presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a brig. When I did him at this advantage take an access, no, I fixed upon his head. Anon, his Disney must be answered, and forth my minute comes. As wild geese, that the creeping fowler eye or rusticated jaws, many in sort, rise in cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves in madness sweep the sky. So at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our stamp here o'er and o'er one falls, he murder cries, and Hapromathens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, and senseless things begin to do them wrong, for briars and thorns in their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, revealers, all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and let Shakespeare mistranslated there, when in that moment, so it came to pass, to take a wink and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hath thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him while he was sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, so when he waked, of course, she must be on.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why refuse you that loves you so? They rested there in your bitter foe.
Now I but chide,
but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain my vindictively, bring oceans of blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. It cannot be without his murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murderer look, and so should I, piercing the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright as clear John the Beast in her glittering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? But Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Oh, thou dost really pass the bounds of man's patience! Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Brave touch! Could not a word an adder do so much? An adder did it with double her tongue, then thine, thou serpent, never adder stop!
You spend your passion on this Christ's move. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, from what I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
If I could, what could I get there for?
Privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. Here, there, for a while, I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for a death and bankruptcy doth sorrow owe. In some slight measure it will pay, if for its tender, here I am sincere.
This is thy negligence. Thou hast mistaken quite, in laying the love yours as a true love sight. Of thine misprison must remorse ensue, some true love turn, and not a false turn true!
Fate rules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind. In Helena of Athens look thou find, all fancy sick and pale with cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, look thou bring her here. I will anoint his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go. Swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. For when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as Venus of the sky. And when thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once will one. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterous with.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. Why should these things in me seem scorn to you? Bearing the badge of faith to prove them untrue?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind. Now you give her or?
Demetrius loves her, and he loves you not.
Oh, Helen, goddess nymph, perfect divine, oh, how shall I compare thine eye crystal is mighty? Oh, however, show thy lips, and kiss your cherries gently grow.
Oh, spite. Oh, hell. I see you all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and you courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and super praise my parts, but I am sure you hate me with all your hearts. You both are rivals. I love Hermia. Now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. defend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. You love Hermia. This you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in loving Hermia, I yield you up my heart. And yours, Helena, unto me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more head breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. Bear my love to her, all that is gone, is a guest life's sojourn. And now to Helena's home return, there to remain.
Helena, it is not so.
Spares not the faith one does not know, lest thy parent thou abide to. Look, when the love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Oh, dark night. From the eye dysfunction takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. For not by mine eye my sin come, mine ear I can't get led to thy sound. But why don't I sound me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
But what love because Lysander from mine side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more in guilt tonight than all your fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekst thou me? Can't this make thee know the hate I bear, thee made me believe thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive that they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Dangerous Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to pay me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent, when we have tried the hasty foot of time to pardon us? Oh, is it all forgot? Old school days, friendships, childhood innocence? I feel like you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in thwarting your poor friend. It is not friend. It is not me. Our steps as well as I may try before, though I alone do feel this injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as it swore, to praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, to tender me for soothe affection? But by your setting up, by your consent. What? Though I be not so engraced as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love other. This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do, preserver, counterfeit Saddlos, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold speech also. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But very well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellence!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She country, I compel.
Thou canst compel any more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love you. By my life I do. I will prove by that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Come.
Lysander, we're too tired to all this.
Hang off, thou cat! Thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Sweet love.
Thy love out, tawny, tartar out. Outload medicine, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, soothe, and so do.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. For I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Or on me what use of love? Am I not Hermia? Am not Lysander? night you loved me. Yet, since the night you left me, I got afraid. Oh my God, forbid it, Ernest, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be sure nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. You juggler. You canker blossom, you thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine. I'm faith. Have you no modesty? No maidenhood shame? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fine. Fine, you counterfeit, you puppet, yeah, puppet!
Why so? I that way goes again. Though I perceive that she hath made comparison our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height pursued, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach in the line. I pray you,
Though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in truishness. I am right made of my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is somewhat lower than myself that I can match her. Lower. Hark! Again! Good Hermia. Do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your promises. Never wronged you. Save that, in love with Demetrius, I told him of yourself in the wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me, to spurn me, strike me, nay, to kill me too. And now, to let me quiet go, to Athens I will wear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am?
I get you gone. What is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart. I here leave behind.
What, Xander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm you, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not. Will you take up her part?
For when she is angry, she is keen and true. She was a vixen when she was in school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little! Why will you suffer her to love me thus? Come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You nakedness of hindering not breast man, you bee, acorn!
You are too ambitious. Be to her that scorn your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Never shall blood wit, thou shalt buy it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this toil is long of you. And go not back.
I no longer trust you, nor I stay in your first company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are long enough to run
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else commit thee knavery willfully!
Leave me, King of Shadows! I mistook. Did not you tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes, and so far glad am I in so good sort as this their janglings I do esteem as sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place in flight. Hie, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and leave these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, some time frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er brow death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb that lies at an eye, the juice of it hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with warranted sight. Then back to Athens may the lovers wend, with me whose date till death shall never end. While I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and seek her Indian boy. Then her charmed I'll release from monsters' view, and all things will be peace.
My fair lord, this must be done with haste, for nights, swift dragons, cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts, wandering here and there, trip home to churchyards, damned spirits all, who in crossways and floods find burial, already to their wormy beds are gone. For fear lest they should look their shames upon, they willfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
For we are spirits of a different sort. I, with the morning love of oft-made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns yellow gold his salt green streams. But, notwithstanding haste, make no stray, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I appear in field and town. God will lead them up and down.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou not.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to clear ground.
Speak, Lysander, not only thou coward art thou fled. Speak, in some bush, where dost thou hide thine head?
Thou, coward, art thou bragging to stars, selling bushes that thou look'st for wars and wilt not come? Come, thou recreant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. Please to that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I follow fast, but faster he did fly. That fall am I, in dark, uneven way. Here will rest me. Come, gentle day, for if but once thy show me thy gray light, I will find Demetrius and revenge this fight.
Ha ha ha, coward, why comest thou not?
Thou rise before me, shifty place. Dares not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, thou smockest thee. Thou shalt by a deep ride by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintest constraint me to measure out my length on this cold bed, and by daylight's approach, look to meet.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, bid thy hour, shine comfort to the east, that I may be back to Athens by daylight. And this time I forcome thee to test. I can't sleep, but sometimes shift up sorrow's eye, still feel it.
Yet but 3.
Come one more, 2 of both kinds make up 4.
Never so weary, never so low. The daffodils are torn by the briars. I can no further cry, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest until the break of day. Should Lysander and make it pray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, ready. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye.
its flowery bed, while I thy annual Shakespeare comic, and stick love roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears like gentle Joan.
Where's Peach Blossom?
Daddy,
That's my head, Peach Blossom. Where's Mr. Cobweb?
Daddy,
Mr. Cobweb, give it here. Get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-headed bumblebee on top of the thistle. And make sure you grab the honey bag. Do not spread yourself too much in the action, good Mr. Take care of the honey bag right now. I'd be loath to have you overflow the honey bag, senor. Where's Mr. Mustard Seed? Get Mr. Mustard Seed. Pray you leave a courtesy, good Mr. Nothing in the here, but to help every time of the scratch. I must go barber. For methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face. I'm such a tender ass. And my hair would take me a mustache.
come, we'll go hear some music, sweet love.
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's hear the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a type of profiter, I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a desire for a good bottle of hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
Having adventurous faring, we shall seek the squirrel's horn and fetch thee off your nuts.
Truly, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I've had an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and unwind me in thy arms. Fairies, be gone, be all ways away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle twist. The female ivy slow and rings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Cease thou the sweet sight. Her dotage now I'm doing in the pity. From meeting her late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she that his hairy temples had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. And with that same dew which on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood within the pretty flowered eyes that did at their own disgrace bewail. When I, at my pleasure, taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy said to bear her to my bower and bury them. And now I have the wood. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. But gentle pup, take off this transforming skull from this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other do, may all back to Athens again repair, and think no more of this night's accident, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. Now I will awake the fairy queen. Beest thou was wont to be, seest thou was wont to see, Diane bud, no Cupid's flower, hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, awake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
What came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes felt loathe his visions now.
Silence a while. Good Robin, take off this head. If Titania music call and strike more dead than common sleep these 5 the sense.
Music, ho, music such as charmeth sleep. Now when thou wakes, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music, my queen. Now we will rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. For thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow, midnight solemnly, dance into Theseus' home triumphantly. And there shall all the couples 3 be wedded with Duke Theseus, all with jollity.
Fairy King, attendant bark, I hear the morning lark.
Then in silence sad, my queen, trip we soon after the nightshade, for we the moon can compass soon swifter than the watery moon.
Come, my lord, in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, and find out the forester. For our observation is now performed, and since we go daily every day, my loves are given measure of my hand. Uncook on the western valley, dispatch ourselves, and find the forester. A soft What makes you these?
My lord, this is my child here asleep. This Lysander is, this Demetrius, and this Helen, old native's Helen. Though I do wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the right of day, and carry on intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Egypt, is it not the day of her she may enter her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, give the hunters away from their horns. Farewell, friends. Take Valentine's is past. And in these bluebirds let the couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How can this gentle conflict in the world? That hate is so far from jealousy. The sleep I hate, and fear no enemy.
My lord, I shall reply amazingly, half sleeping, half waking, but as yet I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and to I bethink me, so it is, I came here with Hermia. Hither, our intent was to be gone from Athens, so we might without the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby having defeating you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of herself, of this their purpose to this wood. I, curious at following them, and Helen and fancy following me. But I not know what power, but by some power it is. The left Hermia seemed to melt away as the snow. Seems to me now to remember some idle thought of my childhood I did go upon. But now that the object of virtue of mine watched, the faith and pleasure of mine eyes to own to Helena, who ere I was betrothed there I saw Hermia, like it seems to come to blow of this food, and not this comes mine aftertaste, to wish it, love it, long for her, nor be true to it.
Then others, or horsemen met. Look at now the war here alone. Egypt, I don't look there you go. When the temple by the us, each couple shall be eternally knit. And now the reward is something more. Our close hunting shall be set aside. Away to Athens, free and free, and hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, we call them.
These things, small and indistinguishable.
Methinks I see these in departed eye when everything seems double.
So methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake, yet we sleep, we dream? Was the Duke not here and bid us follow
And my father,
And follow them.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
him? Then let us follow him. And by the way, let's recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho! Here quits! Blew the bellows mender! Snout the tinker! Starling! God's my life stole offense and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I had a dream. Asked him what a man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass. Allowed to expound this dream? Thought I was. No man can tell what. Thought I was. Thought I had, but man is a past fool. If you go to expound what we thought I had, I'll get Peter Quinn to write a ballad of this dream. It will be called Bottom's Dream. Because it has no bottom. And I'll perform it before the Duke at the latter of the play. For adventure, to make it more gracious, I shall perform it at her death.
But you said for bottom, is it component? You cannot be heard of at
doubt he is transported.
If you come not, then the play is marred. We go not forward, don't it?
It's not possible. There's not a man in all of Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
You think that the best would have been in handcraft and all that?
The best person, too, is the very paramour of sweet voice.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and he has 2 or 3 lords and ladies more married. If our sport had gone ahead, we'd all eliminate them.
That's all the 3 bullet possible. Thus, as you want 6 pence a day, you could not escape 6 pence a day, and the Duke would not give him 6 pence a day to find Pyramus. I'll be paying. You would have deserved it. 6 pence a day for Pyramus is nothing. Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
A most courageous day on this happy hour.
Masters, islands, discourse wonders.
Let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together! Change your beards, fresh ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part. The short, the longest, our play is preferred. Let bids be have clean linen. Let not him that play a lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out and be their lions cropped. And most dear actors, eat no onions, nor garlic. Yeah, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I dare not to hear them say it'll be a sweet comedy. No more words. Away, go away!
Lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never really believed these antique fables, nor these fairy tales. Others in Diamond had such seething brains, such shaking fantasies that apprehends more than full reason to ever comprehend. The lover, the lunatic, the poet, are a reservation all compact. One sees more devils hath helping hold. Such tricks have strong imagination, that if we but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some rare of that joy. Or in the night, when actions in fear, how easy to suppose a bear.
But all the stories of the night told over, and all their minds so transfigured together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here comes the lovers, full of joy and mirth, joy from two friends, joy of fresh days of love, accompany their hearts.
More than to us. Waiting your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what mass, what fancy shall we have to wear away this long age, 3 hours, between after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual miniature garden? What rose are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Talk, illustrate.
Here, my Theseus.
Say, what vision have you first beginning? What mass, what music? How shall we regard the lazy time, if not for some delight?
There is a brief company sport to read. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The ballad of Centaurs shall be sung by an new wave to the harp. Oh, have not that had told my love, in glory of the kings and Hercules. The riot of the tipsy Bacchanals turned by Thracian sneering of rage. As an old device, in those last plays when I confused came a conqueror. A thrice-bred music, Boy, I would definitely want to wait to see some Gregory. There's some satire, keen and critical, not sort of not so ceremonial. A tedious brief scene of young theorists as Walt Disney. Very tragical work. Very untragical. Tedious and brief as hot ice and winter spring snow. How can you learn the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word out, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears than the passion of love laughter never shed.
And what are we that do play?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and outwilled their uncorrect memories with the same play against your nuptial.
And you will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intense, extremely stretched and calm with cool pain to do you service.
I will hear that play. Remember anything would be amiss, when stillness and duty tender it. Go, women, and take your places, please.
I love not to see wretchedness or charged in duty and his service perishing.
Oh, my gentle sweet, this has been no such thing.
He says they can do nothing of this kind.
The kinder we do thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take with gravestry, and what poor duty cannot do. Noble respect takes it in light, not merit. For I have come great clerks to propose to greet me with premeditated welcome. For I have seen them shiver and look pale, make curious when Midsummer sentences, fraud of their practiced maxims. In conclusion, not dumbly broke off, not paying me a welcome, but trusty sweet, out of the sun, I bet take a welcome.
So please, your grace, the prologue is dressed.
Let him approach.
If we should offend, it is with goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. Show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We are not here as minded to contest you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should hear repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you are to know all that you are learning to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath made his prologue like a rough full. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech is like a tangled chain. Nothing is there, but all this word. What is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, this beauteous lady, this be is certain. This man with line and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall into which these lovers thunder, and through walls chink poor souls are content to whisper. At the which let no man wonder, this man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presented moonshine. For it was by moonshine that these lovers thought no scorn to meet at Dynas' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, coming the trusty Disney believed first by night did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and binds his trusty Disney's mantis lame, whereat his blade, bloody blade from blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shape, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, wall, moonshine, and lovers twain at large discourse were here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be a speak.
One line in the end.
And in the same interlude, it doth befall that I, once snapped by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny fold or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am the same law. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire wine with her to speak better?
Dismiss I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyrrhus draws through the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night. Oh, night with you so black. Oh, night whichever heart day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I heard these promises forgotten. You know, wall, oh, sweet, oh, lovely wall, that stands between your father's grounds and mine. Oh, wall, oh, sweet, oh, lovely wall, show me thy cheek so I can blink through with my eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Judge shield thee well for this. But what see I? No, with Thisbe do I see. No, wicked wall, from whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall weakens. Insensible. Should curse again.
No.
In truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I will spy her through the wall. It'll fall fat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall. Full often hast thou served my nuns regarding my fair appearance in thee. My cherry lips have often kissed thine stem. Thy stones with wine and air in them.
I see a voice. Now will enter the chink to spy my dearest Thisbe's face.
Thisbe, my love thou art. My love,
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander, I am trusty still.
and I, like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the gospel, night of the tittle.
Wilt thou meet me at Ninny's tomb straightway?
Tide light, tide dead, I come without delay.
Thus my heart wall, discharged so, and thus all away doth go.
When I was nearing down between the two neighbors,
During my lord, walls so built here without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
best in this time there are but shadows, and the worth or no worth, become imagination and mental.
Well, it must be your imagination then and not theirs.
If they imagine them no worse than they themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here comes two little beasties, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts can clear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floors, may now both wake and tremble here, when mine in wildest rage does roar. Those that I once loved to join her, and the lion fell, nor else the lion's day. For if I should come as lion and strife into this place, for pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, and a good conscience.
The very best of these, my lord, that ere I saw.
This lion is the very fox for his belly.
True and Jewish for his discretion. Let's listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and his horns are visible within this circumference.
This lanthorn doth the moon present. I man in the moon do seem to be.
This is a great error of all the rest. The man should put into the lanthorn. How else is it conveyed the moon?
He comes under the kin, my lord, for you see, it is already snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. What he would change.
It appears, small way of his discretion, and he is in vain, but yet interestingly, in all reason, we must take a time.
Perceive, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you this lanthorn is the moon. I This thorn bush, my thorn bush. This dog, my dog.
Why, all of these should be inside the window, for all of these are inside the moon. But silence. Here comes this bee.
This is Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Well roared lion.
Well, run busy.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon doth shine in grace.
No, no, lion.
And so the lion vanished.
And then the appearance. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by the gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take true as Thisbe sight. But stay, oh, spite.
But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good.
But stained with blood?
Approaching Fury's bound! O fates, come, come! Gut thread and thrum! Quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
It's the passion and the death of a dear friend. The golden years of your man was sad.
True, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lie its frame? Since lie clearly deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that liked, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come, tears confound, out sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus, I the left pap, where heart doth hop. Ah! Thus I die, dies! Now am I dead, now am I fled, my soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Thus I die, die, die.
No die for him, but an ace for he's but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He's nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might get recovered and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find you by starlight. Here she comes now as her passion has replied.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such appearance. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love? Dead, my dove! Oh, pyramid, arise! Speak, white dove! Dead? Dead a tomb? Must open thine eyes. These, my lips, his yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Are gone! Lovers, big bone! His eyes were as green as leaves. Sister three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk, laden in thorn. Since you have shore, thread cut with the shears, tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast in view. Now, yeah! And thus, friends, this ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu!
Moonshine line, I must have buried the dead.
Aye, you all too.
No.
The wall is down that part of the problems. Without you, a lot of the core of Bergaman's dance between two of our company.
No, I'm afraid. Clear needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are like dead, there needs none to be blamed. Mary, the heat I had with. I played Pyramus and only like Thisbe's daughter. That was a fine tragedy. Until it is, truly, I can earn nothing for the baby. Come here for the night. Where are they alone? What are you doing with my night? Where's the bed? 'Tis almost fairy time.
Now is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, everyone lets forth his sprite and church-like paths to glide, and we fairies that do run by the triple-headed team. from the presence of the sun flowing darkness like a dream, now are chronic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give gathers night, by the dead and drowsy fire, every elf and fairy sprite, hot as light as bird or briar.
Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, into the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. Can the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate, so shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. And with that field to consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed, through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend, and as I am an honest puck, if we have honored luck to escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar called. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
I'd also like to take a moment to talk about the civic engagement cause of performing arts here at Alfred. The Mary Cariola Center is a school up in Rochester that supports and educates children and young adults with mental and developmental disabilities. Every year we go to their Walking on Sunshine event, and we also collect donations for them after every one of our performances. If you purchase any concessions during intermission, those proceeds will be going, and if you're feeling generous, there will be a basket at the door as you exit the theater. Once again, thank you all and have a wonderful afternoon.